with a sort of fanatical devotion. But it was so overwhelming, so crushing, that I suddenly began to sob like a child. During the day she remained locked in her room, and had the negress attend her. When the evening star rose glowing in the blue sky, I saw her pass through the garden, and carefully following her at a distance, watched her enter the shrine of Venus. I stealthily followed and peered through the chink in the door. She stood before the divine image of the goddess, her hands folded as in prayer, and the secret light of the star of love casts its blue rays over her. On my couch at night the fear of losing her and despair took such powerful hold over me that they made a hero and a libertine of me. I lighted the little red oil lamp which hung in the corridor beneath a saint's image, and entered her bedroom, carrying the light with one hand. The lioness had been hunted and driven until she was exhausted. She had fallen asleep among her pillows, lying on her back, her hands clenched, breathing heavily. A dream seemed to oppress her. I slowly withdrew my hand and let the red light fall full on her wonderful face. But she did not awaken. I gently set the lamp on the floor, sank down beside Wanda's bed, and rested my head on her soft, glowing arm. She moved slightly, but even now did not awaken. I do not know how long I lay thus in the middle of the night, turned as into a stone by horrible torments. Finally a severe trembling seized me, and I was able to cry. My tears flowed over her arm. She quivered several times and finally sat up. She brushed her hand across her eyes and looked at me. "Severin!" she exclaimed, more frightened than angry. I was unable to reply. "Severin," she continued softly, "what is the matter? Are you ill?" Her voice sounded so sympathetic, so kind, so full of love, that it clutched my breast like red-hot tongs, and I began to sob aloud. "Severin," she began anew, "my poor unhappy friend." Her hand gently stroked my hair. "I am sorry, very sorry for you, but I can't help you. With the best intention in the world, I know of nothing that would cure you." "Oh, Wanda, must it be?" I moaned in my agony. "What, Severin? What are you talking about?" "Don't you love me any more?" I continued. "Haven't you even a little bit of pity for me? Has the beautiful stranger taken complete possession of you?" "I cannot lie," she replied softly, after a short pause. "He has made an impression on me which I haven't yet been able to analyze. Further than that, I suffer and tremble beneath it. It is an impression of the sort I have met with in the works of poets or on the stage, but I always thought it was a figment of the imagination. Oh, he is a man like a lion, strong and beautiful, and yet gentle, not brutal like the men of our northern world. I am sorry for you, Severin, I am, but I must possess him. What am I saying? I must give myself to him, if he will not have me." "Consider your reputation, Wanda, which so far has remained spotless," I exclaimed, "even if I no longer mean anything to you." "I am considering it," she replied. "I intend to be strong as long as it is possible. I want—" She buried her head shyly in the pillows. "I want to become his wife, if he will have me." "Wanda!" I cried, seized again by that mortal fear which always robs me of my breath, makes me lose possession of myself. "You want to be his wife, belong to him for always. Oh, do not drive me away! He does not love you." "Who says that?" she exclaimed, flaring up. "He does not love you," I went on passionately, "but I love you. I adore you. I am your slave. I let you tread me underfoot. I want to carry you in my arms through life." "Who says that he doesn't love me?" she interrupted vehemently. "Oh, be mine," I replied, "be mine. I cannot exist, cannot live without you. Have mercy on me, Wanda, have mercy." She looked at me again, and her face had her cold heartless expression, her evil smile. "You say he doesn't love me," she said scornfully. "Very well, then. Get what consolation you can out of it." With this she turned over on the other side, and contemptuously showed me her back. "Good God! Are you a woman without flesh or blood? Haven't you a heart as well as I?" I cried, while my breast heaved convulsively. "You know what I am," she replied coldly. "I am a woman of stone, Venus in furs, your ideal. Kneel down and pray to me." "Wanda!" I implored. "Mercy!" She began to laugh. I buried my face in her pillows. Pain had loosened the floodgates of my tears, and I let them flow. For a long time silence reigned. Then Wanda slowly raised herself. "You bore me," she began. "Wanda!" "I am tired. Let me go to sleep." "Mercy!" I implored. "Do not drive me away. No man, no one will love you as I do." "Let me go to sleep." She turned her back to me again. I leaped up and snatched the poniard, which hung beside her bed, from its sheath, and placed its point against my breast. "I shall kill myself here before your eyes," I murmured dully. "Do what you please," Wanda replied, with complete indifference, "but let me go to sleep." She yawned aloud. "I am very sleepy." For a moment I stood as if petrified. Then I began to laugh and cry at the same time. Finally I placed the poniard in my belt and again fell on my knees before her. "Wanda, listen to me, only for a few moments," I begged. "I want to go to sleep. Don't you hear?" she cried, leaping angrily out of bed and pushing me away with her foot. "You forget that I am your mistress." When I didn't budge, she seized the whip and struck me. I rose. She struck me again, this time right in the face. "Wretch! Slave!" With clenched fist held heavenward, I left her bedroom with a sudden resolve. She tossed the whip aside, and broke out into clear laughter. I can imagine that my theatrical attitude must have been very droll. I have determined to set myself free from this heartless woman, who has treated me so cruelly, and is now about to break faith and betray me, as a reward for all my slavish devotion, for everything I have suffered from her. I packed my few belongings into a bundle, and then wrote her as follows: "Dear Madam, I have loved you even to madness. I have given myself to you as no man ever has given himself to a woman. You have abused my most sacred emotions, and played an impudent, frivolous game with me. However, as long as you were merely cruel and merciless, it was still possible for me to love you. Now you are about to become cheap. I am no longer the slave whom you can kick about and whip. You yourself have set me free, and I am leaving a woman I can only hate and despise. Severin Kusiemski." I handed these lines to the negress, and hastened away as fast as I could go. I arrived at the railway station all out of breath. Suddenly I felt a sharp pain in my heart and stopped. I began to weep. It is humiliating that I want to flee and I can't. I turned back. Whither? To her whom I abhor, and yet, at the same time, adore. Again I pause. I cannot go back. I dare not. But how am I to leave Florence? I remember that I haven't any money, not a penny. Very well, then, on foot. It is better to be an honest beggar than to eat the bread of a courtesan. But still, I can't leave. She has my pledge, my word of honor. I have to return. Perhaps she will release me. After a few rapid strides, I stop again. She has my word of honor and my bond. that I shall remain her slave as long as she desires.